Hey guys, I just wanted to come on and show you that I have made another journal. I am going to be in the Kia Creates Winter Journal Challenge. My day is 18, so December 18th, and it starts today, December 1st. So very excited to be a part of that. And I just wanted to show, I didn't want to add into the journal I was already working in, which is coming right along and getting super chunky, and so much fun is being had. So what I did was I pulled, because I also wanted to have vintage. I'm always in vintage stores and I'm always grabbing vintage stuff, and just thought I would do a vintage one. So I photocopied some sheet music I have, which is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it's a really big piece of sheet music. So this is 8.5 by 11. And just wanted to show you the journal before I create anything in it. This is a little pocket. This I left a flap because I may add something to it. Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, even if I've been making some little flat embellishments that can also be journal cards, like kind of like little shakers, like that would be cute on there, something else. And I've just been trying to get things as flat as possible. How sweet is that? I use the Tim Holtz, what do you call that stuff? The chunky rock candy. So it's not like fine glitter, so it kind of shakes around in there. I wanted to have bags in this, and I wanted to have envelopes, and I wanted to have staggered sizes. And my goal was to have all the upright writing. So that was just a goal. I think I accomplished that, but like I said, I tend to go towards huge items when I go into stores. Like there'll be regular books, and then there'll be like a 18 by 24 book, and I'm like right on it. So I just thought, why don't I use some of this stuff? So here's a bag. I just made a hinge. I actually just put some washi tape on it. I think I'm going to stick something on top of this just to decorate it. You know, I've got some of these. I've got some of these. I really like this boot. I think this is a Scrap Diva boot. Yeah, that looks super cute. So I need to do that. I was already messing with this and then thought, why don't I show, this is KB and Friends. She had such a good Black Friday sale that I couldn't resist. This is some vintage printable wrapping paper off Etsy that I grabbed. This is a vintage magazine, and this is just a portion of the back of it because those magazines are giant. This is some vintage ledger paper I grabbed at a yard sale. This is the cutest vintage paper. I don't have a full sheet behind me. He is just the cutest thing ever. And then I had a printable, and I wanted to try if I cut it this way and then put the two pieces together like side by side, would it fit? It fit, and I just washi taped it. So we're going with it. We're just gonna see what happens in this journal. And these thin pieces I may just journal on, or I may cover them with heavier paper. I really left some give in my threads, but I can always rethread it. While I was creating the bags on that We Are Memory Keepers, it's like a 1, 2, 3 board, I made a cute envelope, and I love that the envelope is already decorated. It's sturdy. This was a Listerine commercial from advertisement from like the 20s. This is from a book that I have, and anything that you see that you're like, oh, I really need that. I can't remember the name of the book, but it's just one of mine that I never used. And you can see where I cut out the stitching, and I probably am going to put some washi tape on it. I just need to decide what washi tape, but I loved the stocking, and I wanted the stocking in the center. For whatever reason, it may get covered up, but I doubt it. I think I'd be more likely to cover up the cross stitch guys, even though they're colorful, than the stocking. I really like the stocking. And then there's a little glove, a little mitten. This is the back of one of those advertisements. Here is the envelope. How cool is that? Piece of notebook paper from one of those TJ Maxx journals. That cute wrapping paper. More of that ledger paper. Here is the other side of, what is it? This one? This. And then wrapping paper. And then I put a bag in the back. And that's where this hinge came from. Because I think I want to hinge something else on it. Like, I think I want to put something else on it. And then the back. And the very back. And I wanted everything to stick out, pop up from the top. And in digging around looking for stuff, I found these little edges to make the book more sturdy, and really I love that. I will put them on the back when I finish with this page, but I feel like a pocket's gonna go here, or a flip, something's gonna go here. But this is the sheet music from here. It was so big I was able to, it's like this was half the size of the sheet music, and this is 8.5 by 11. So, but why don't we take this out? And why don't we just go ahead and start this journal? I mean, it's December 1st. And, you know, I have some stamps that have the dates on them that I bought last year. I think last year on eBay, or the year before, and I haven't used. But I need to, because they're meant for like an advent calendar. And they're a stamp company. I can't remember the stamp company, but I'll have to get those out. Yeah, but I thought, and this is Scrap Diva if I didn't mention it yet. How cute is that? So this was already put together. I just had not used it, and I am just like loving going through my stash, finding all my goodies, and just having fun creating. And I'll stick that back in here when I'm done. And then one other thing I'm going to show you. So the last video I did, I showed you the paper Pippi, and I wound up making a little journal. So this is going to be for notes, for ideas, for whatever. I can't decide, am I going to leave it here on the desk and jot down ideas, or am I going to take it upstairs and jot down like present ideas? Because I mean, it's December 1st. We are in full swing, right guys? It is time to shop and buy our presents if you haven't already done it. But I did 2 signatures on this guy, and you could easy get a 3rd. So I think I did 5 pages, and it was with this right here. This is so if I refer to a TJ Maxx journal, it's this one. This little exercise book. And see, you can just pop these staples out and just look how wide it is. So you can use that in your journals. And they're already lined. It's not perfect, but it's just for me. But how stinking cute is that? And I gave it little pockets, but it really didn't need it. And I didn't do anything special other than stick some stickers on it. But yeah, this is just going to be something that I kind of put my little doodles and ideas in, or present ideas, whatever. And that is what I'm up to right now. Oh, let's show you this. Oh, and I did, you know what? I did something else I had been threatening I was going to do. So these are the napkins from TJ Maxx Home Goods. This one. So I wanted some vintage coasters, and I was like, I'm not going out to the stores, not during this. So let's see if I can make some coasters. Just Christmas coasters. They didn't have to be vintage. But this is the napkin, and this is using Yes paste. I don't like Yes paste, but boy, oh boy, did it do a good job. Look at that. No shine, no bubbles. It is flat. It is stuck down. I think they call it like flat stick glue. I got it off Amazon. Again, I can't recommend it because it's yucky to work with, but it did a beautiful job. You just have to make sure you don't, it is shiny if you get it on top, but I didn't get any on top. This is Mod Podge. Still adorable, but you see the wrinkles and the shine and the brush marks. But I did more Mod Podge because Mod Podge is easier to work with. And this is the flat Mod Podge. But this is one napkin. So I got, it's either a journal card or a card front. Look at that. Look at that. So I got that. I got 3 coasters and 2 fabulous tags. And this one I edged because the Mod Podge made the red bleed a little bit. So I went ahead and just went with it and edged it. And this is the Yes Paste. You can see a tiny bit of shine where the Yes Paste got right there, but it is subtle. I think you could sand it off if it really bothered you. But, I mean, look at that. I mean, come on. So, yeah, if you at all were interested in using your napkins, get out your Mod Podge, your Yes Paste, and go to town because it is tons of fun. The only other thing I've been doing is trying to make really flat shakers to stick in the pockets to maybe possibly embellish with. Like, I was thinking this could stick off like a tab. Yeah, just, and then, oh look, it could be a pocket and a tab, or just a pocket. Yeah, just playing. It could add height to this guy. I could put a Santa there. Yeah, so just all kinds of fun stuff is going on this desk. I hope tons of fun stuff is going on your desk. If you have any questions, especially about any of the products that I've shown, just let me know. And I would say I enjoyed this project the least. I took some of my scrapbook.com stamp dies, the nesting stamp dies, and I made some stamps. Although they're cute, I mean, they're cute, right? They were a little labor intensive. These, I mean, they're adorable though. I think I'll love that I have them. They were this one. So I did the ornament, the tree, and then another ornament. And then this was a Tim Holtz die set, and this was a scrapbook.com tree. So yeah, so just did a few of those. There may be another one. Oh, the candy cane. The candy cane turned out good, right? Look at that. That is cute stuff with that bow. So if you like working with teeny tiny dies, this is the set for you. I didn't dislike it. It just took a while. Christmas minis. So there's that. I feel like scrapbook.com and places like that would have this still. Yeah. So all this cute stuff. That's what's going on over here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.